Number 1.
Imagine working as a janitor your whole life. No big salary, no lottery win. Yet, when you retire, you're worth millions of dollars. This isn't a fantasy. It's the true story of Ronald Reed. He lived simply, drove used cars, and to everyone who knew him, he was just an ordinary guy. But Ronald understood a secret that many high earners miss. You don't need a massive income to build a fortune. You need consistency. Year after year, he saved a part of his small paycheck and invested it in stocks. He wasn't chasing market crazes, he was just buying and holding. His real secret weapon wasn't a magical stock pick, it was compound growth. The slow, almost boring process of letting his money make more money, which over decades became an extraordinary force. His story proves financial success is less about how much you earn and far more about what you do with what you earn. Most people think millionaires have more money or more opportunities, but they have the same 24 hours as everyone else. Their real advantage is how they use it. While the average person trades time for money, work an hour, get paid for an hour, millionaires do the opposite. They build assets, a business that makes sales while you sleep, an investment that grows on its own. They know you can always make more money, but you can never get back a lost day. Real wealth isn't built on one big break. It's built on small, consistent actions compounding over years. Investing a little, learning a new skill, starting that project. Every year spent waiting is a year of growth you can't recover. That's why starting imperfectly today is better than waiting for a perfect tomorrow. Because every financial decision is ultimately a time decision. Money comes and goes, but time only moves forward. What if I told you there's a massive $100 billion industry most investors ignore? It's not AI or crypto, it's the industry that quietly powers modern life, waste management. It may not sound exciting, and that's the point. Investors chase headlines, looking for the next tech unicorn, but they overlook the fundamentals. Every home, every business produces waste. Economic boom or bust, the garbage keeps piling up. This creates what investors should love: consistent, predictable demand, often locked in with long-term contracts. And it's no longer just about landfills. Today, companies are turning waste into valuable resources, recovering metals, recycling plastics, and generating renewable energy. What was once garbage is now a source of profit. The lesson is simple. The best opportunities aren't always the most exciting. Successful investors ask, what's necessary? And while everyone else is chasing trends, fortunes are being built on something the world produces every single day: trash. What if the biggest reason many people stay broke isn't their income, but a psychological trap they don't even realize they're in? It's called instant gratification. Your brain is wired to seek rewards now, which is why buying something today feels so much better than saving for something bigger tomorrow. Imagine two people with the same salary. One spends every extra dollar on things that provide temporary satisfaction. The other delays some of those purchases and invests some money instead. At first, their lives look identical, but over time, the investor's money begins working for them, earning returns on their returns. That's compound growth. The most dangerous part? This trap disguises itself as a reward. We tell ourselves, I deserve this, or I'll start saving next month. But these small decisions, repeated hundreds of times, have massive consequences. Wealthy individuals think differently. They don't ask, what can I buy? But how can this money work for me? Because in the end, wealth isn't built by what you earn. It's built by what you keep, invest, and allow time to grow. What if I told you that many people building real wealth earn completely average incomes? They often end up financially ahead of people who make much more. How? Because they know wealth isn't what you earn, it's what you keep and grow. Imagine a high earner who spends everything versus an average earner who consistently invests. Over the long run, the investor almost always wins. Their formula is simple, almost boring. Spend less than you make, invest consistently, and give your money decades to grow. This discipline harnesses the power of compound growth, where your money starts making its own money. The secret isn't genius, it's time. It's focusing on owning assets instead of looking rich. While others spend to impress, they're quietly building their net worth. Real financial success isn't one giant windfall. It's thousands of small, disciplined decisions. The biggest myth is needing a huge salary. Wealth is available to anyone willing to be extraordinarily consistent.